Hello. Look what we have here. It's a German rivalry which stretches back decades, like Adidas and Puma or Bayern Munich and another German football team. We're here to decide which of these super sedans is worth your hard-earned rands. Both of these cars are the sportier versions of the standard models. Both have large racy wheels and sports exhausts, and it must be said they look significantly better than your bog standard A4 or 3 Series. But the sports kits push the pricing over R500,000. If you buy this Audi A4 2-litre TFSI Sportsline today, you'll pay R517,000. Whereas if you opt for the BMW 320i M Sport, you'll pay just R501,000. That's a saving of R16,000. But actually it isn't, because I have the spec sheets of both of these cars here, and the Audi is spec'd to R630,000, while the BMW is spec'd to R721,000 for a 3 Series. Yes, you can go to town on the options list, but as standard, both cars are quite similarly spec'd. So be careful which boxes you tick, because even at that price, the BMW doesn't even have electric seats. The next important figure you probably care about is fuel consumption. While both cars have 2-litre turbo engines, the Audi has more power and more torque, yet is claimed to use less fuel, at 4.9 litres per 100 kilometers compared to the BMW's claim of 5.3. However, in our real-world driving test, the Audi is averaging 9.3 and the BMW is averaging 9.1. We are in a studio, so I can't exactly show you how these cars drive, so I'll just have to tell you. The BMW is rear-wheel drive, which means it has a traditionally sportier feel than the front-wheel drive Audi. But if you don't care which wheels push your car down the road, then the Audi has the better overall ride quality. It's very refined, quiet and smooth. There seems to be an overall better attention to detail in the Audi. Even the window washers operate completely silently. It's very impressive. Let's head inside now and take a good look at the interiors. BMW has made big advancements when it comes to connectivity technology. The car comes with a SIM card built into it, and that allows it to connect to the internet. It will even read the news for you. There's optional real-time traffic information. It will make an emergency call in an accident, and there's even a concierge service to help you find that really good Italian restaurant that someone told you about. But as premium as it feels in here, having spent time in both cars, it feels a bit more premium in there. Audi interiors really are refreshing of late. We've seen this gear knob before in the Q7, and it acts as a great rest for your hand and wrist so that you can interact with all the buttons and knobs down here by your knee. But the real talking point is this fully digital display in front of me. Now, it's not the first display of its kind, but we think it's the best execution of the concept. And while it is a R7,000 optional extra, we do recommend it. It completely changes the way that you interact with your car. The steering wheel becomes a lot more functional, and it's just so easy to flick between the car's information, the satellite navigation, and your cell phone, for instance. Once you're used to this, you're going to wonder how you live without it. Testing rear seat space is tricky. You need tape measures, other complicated tools like that. So we're going to use the highly scientific sit behind yourself test. I'll get comfortable in the front seats of each car, and then I'll sit behind myself. First, the Audi, where we find that I have about a good 4 inches of knee room. That's not too bad, 3-4 inches, good headroom. I'm 5'9", so I'm pretty comfortable back here. Bit of adjustment on the wheel, seat's good. Yes, very nice. And if I have to call it, I would say that the Audi maybe has a little bit more knee room and a little bit more headroom, but it's really, really close. I'm actually going to call this a dead heat. Both manufacturers claim that their boot space is 480 litres, so there's not much between them in that regard. And both have seats which fold flat to open up the load space. But for the privilege of folding your own seats flat, you need to pay Audi 5,300 Rand and you need to pay BMW 3,250 Rand. Yes, it's an optional extra. Given that the Audi is a bit longer and a bit wider than the BMW, we think it will have the overall load space advantage. It is very close between these two German saloons. After all, they are direct rivals in a fiercely competitive segment. The Mercedes C-Class and the new Jaguar XE are also strong contenders. But in this matchup, we think there's a clear winner. But you've got to remember that these cars are quite different in their approaches to the same thing. If you're looking for something a bit sportier in character, the BMW is the car for you. However, with a more premium interior, better ride quality and a punchier engine, overall, the A4 is the better car. We're here to decide which of these super sedans is worth your hard-earned rands.